Hello everyone, it's time to introduce our next guest on Aple Ugavte Tare, East Indian Young Rising Stars. Another girl, another achiever. Meet Senorita D'Souza from Thane. She has done her bachelor's in dental surgery and currently practicing at the St. George Hospital in Mumbai. Her biggest achievement has been as a Maharashtra state topper in pediatric dentistry. She has been awarded the Dr. N.G. Chandrani Biyani Award by the Indian Dental Association for overall highest marks in pediatric and preventive dentistry. She is also the winner of the MGP East Indian Young Professional of the Year in 2020. She has also dedicated her time and services in remote areas of Mumbai and Maharashtra, conducting oral screening and treatment at dental camps organized by various NGOs. Unlike some of the new millennials, she is deeply rooted in our East Indian tradition. She speaks East Indian Marathi fluently and she loves to drape the traditional lugra. And she owes all of this to her grandparents and parents, Rocky and Shaline. So, get ready to meet this pretty young lady, Senorita D'Souza, on the 11th of October at 8 p.m. on the next episode of Aple Ugavte Tare, East Indian Young Rising Stars on Me East Indian, the official YouTube channel of the East Indian community. Hello everyone, and hope you're all doing fine. Welcome to our second episode of Aple Ugavte Tare, East Indian Young Rising Stars. Well friends, it's time to welcome this young lady. Her name is Senorita D'Souza. So Senorita, thank you very much for joining us on our chat show and welcome to this show.
Thank you. First of all, I would like to take this opportunity to thank MGP and Me East Indian channel for calling me over and letting me share my story, and also a very nice concept by you. Thanks for having me.
Welcome. So let's start from the very beginning, okay? I mean, in the sense from not exactly from the time you were born, but from your childhood days, your school, your colleging, your friends and your family. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so I live in Thane in Majivada. Majivada is like a big area, but there are very few East Indians in Majivada.
Okay.
So, but whoever, all those East Indians that are there, they ekdam ashi pakki East Indian and ekdam hardcore East Indian. They'll speak fluent East Indian and all our East Indian riti rivaj sagla hai. So just like that, similarly we are also a hardcore East Indian family.
Okay.
And I was born in a very big joint family. आमचं जुनं घर होतं. आपली ईस्ट इंडियन जुनी घरं कशी असतात ना, सगळं असं मोठं अंगण, मगदार फुगदार, and we
don't get to see that, no?
Nowadays we don't get to see that.
Okay.
So and we had this it was a very big house. Okay. And we used to play and all, and many doors, ऐसे बोलता ना ते 800 खिडक्या 900 दार सारखं. So it was like that. And we used to have cousins and all, used to come over, and we used to have fun and all. But then eventually the walls and all started becoming weak, so then we had to bring the construction down, and in the same place we got a building. So in that building also only our family stays, so there are no outsiders. Great. So we still stay together but only in separate flats.
So tell us something about your family and a little about your family. I know you told me about all the cousins and the cousins.
Yeah, right.
But let's talk about your family, okay?
So I live with my parents, mummy and daddy, and my brother. And my parents are East Indian singers. Most of the East Indians will know them, Rocky and Shalini.
Oh.
So they sing East Indian songs. And they met also during East Indian competitions. First, before marriage, they used to sing separately. Then they met during East Indian competitions, and then later on they started singing duets together. So my dad composes songs and they sing together. And even when I was small, I used to go for East Indian competitions. And backstage the steps असताना त्याला बसून ते अख्खा East Indian competition backstage चे आम्ही बघायचो. And when mommy daddy used to go to sing, because they used to practice at home, सगळी गाणी by heart असायची ते I used to sing the entire song backstage with action. So I have those memories with me. All Jacinto uncle ji gaani, Gilbert uncle ji gaani, Justice uncle, Shirley auntie, all these. I have that memories of those East Indians. Ata, because of pandemic, we are not able to have those concerts where we can go and lively participate. But we have this virtual entertainment programs and all. And apart from this, that my parents sing, we also have a catering business. So we started very small, and then we started adding up things, and eventually we started growing it.
Nice.
And my dad always used to say that kansapan kam barka nasta. So he being an manager in accounts and finance, he also like participated in catering and did all small things. Like he never took pride that no, I'm an officer, I shouldn't be doing small things. So they Amchanpan Island, and I and my brother also, we do everything that we can help them. So Aminpan bar, when we were schooling and in college also, we never felt shy. So Aminpan zole tukil and kanda vinda kapi like goni tukil and Basnav Island sagla kelay.
Very good.
So it is not that, it is very much balanced. We never took excessive pride in anything, and we never felt shy or low to do anything small.
Great.
And my parents are very hardworking, and the values of they are like a living example. So all those values of theirs, the sacrifice, the hard work, cherishing small things, that has come into us.
Okay, Sonorita, so tell us about how come you thought of dentistry, of all the professions, all the vocations that you wanted to take up. So why dentistry, and where did it all come from?
Yeah, right from childhood, I admired doctors a lot.
Okay.
So even while playing and all, I used to mimic them. So whenever we used to go for Bandra fairs or Kashmir fairs or any other fair as such, I used to buy doctor kits.
Okay.
Unlike other kids of my age who used to buy dolls or kitchen sets or anything, I used to buy doctor kits. And then I used to come home and mग माईला खोटे खोटे गोल्या आणि खोटे खोटे injections, and also I used to mimic doctors a lot. I used to like that. And daddy used to see me doing all this and all. Like he used to see that I'm mimicking doctors and all. So dad used to say that तिला एवढा इंटरेस्ट आहे ना तर मग मी माझ्या पोरीला डॉक्टरच बनेन. So dad also had that thought right from the beginning. And as I grew up, I chipped off my tooth.
Okay.
And I fell and I chipped off my tooth. So because of that, I had frequent dental visits. So the dentist whom I used to visit was very good.
Okay.
So looking at him, I used to feel that even I want to become a dentist. Even I want to mend teeth and do dental treatment and all. So that is when dentistry I thought of.
Okay.
So I went to him, asked about it and all. But I didn't have a very big idea about it. I came to know that I need to give exams after 12th. That's the entrance exam. So after 12th, I appeared for those exams and I made my way through, and I went into dentistry, into a dental college. And at that time when I took admission also, I didn't have a very big idea about it. All I knew was that the dentist, when he makes your smile beautiful, he will relieve you of your terrible toothache. So that was the only thing I knew about it.
Do you know that they make money, a lot of money?
At that time I didn't.
Okay, you didn't. Okay.
So it was a very pure thought of, only
Very
treating
nice.
people.
Great.
Yeah. And then this is like the additional point that I came to know later, that okay, you'll also be making a lot of money.
Lots of paisa. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So after that, I took admission, and then I came to know that it is not that easy. It is a long journey. So it requires a lot of sharp mind to read those heavy, thick books, and also a very artistic hand to make those perfect carvings, to mimic teeth on wax and all that, and also make the perfect cavities. So it required a lot of artwork and a lot of sharp mind and everything. And through the journey, I realized that I started liking it more even than before.
Okay.
And because of that, I started reading with a lot of love. So reading those thick books and all, thick books, didn't require an extra effort.
Okay.
So it was like an effortless journey once I started liking dentistry. So that is when I realized how important it is for a person to love what they are doing. So not only in dentistry, but any person out, if they are not loving what they are doing, they have to put the extra effort.
Okay.
The waking up in the morning and all won't be that easy. Otherwise, if you really love it, you'll just get up and you know that I have to do this because I love this.
Okay.
So like kids, when they have to go for picnics and all, they just get up that enthusiastic.
Correct. Yes.
So it is just like that.
Okay, for those of you who don't know, you Senorita is a topper in the entire Maharashtra in pediatric and preventive dentistry. So that's the biggest highlight for our community, and someone from our community being a state topper. So Senorita, congratulations on that.
Thank you so
And you need to
much.
tell us a little about how you prepared for it, and what was the experience, and then all the accolades that followed.
Oh, sure. So, the dentistry is a 4-year course plus 1 year of internship. So,
Okay.
it is 5 year in total. And every year we need to give university exams. So, it is like first year, second year, third year, final year. So, even in first year, second year, I stood second in college. And in third year, final year, I started standing first in college. So, it required a lot of prep work, yes, of course.
Okay.
We used to have, like, throughout the year, we used to not get a lot of time to study. Like, we couldn't give devoted time only to study, because we also had to deal with other things. We had to do patients, we had to complete our patient quotas, we had to do X-ray interpretations, then submissions, journals, seminars. So it was very much packed all throughout the year.
Okay.
And just before the exam, we have 1 month of preparatory leave. So that is like a holiday. You don't have
Okay.
to worry about the other things. You only have to devote your time to studies. And during that time, we studied day in and day out. And I remember me and my friends, just the day before exam, we have slept only for 2 hours.
Okay.
And out of 24 hours of study, 24 hours in the day, we used to do like 20 hours of only studies, like pure studies. So it was 8 subjects back to back for the final year,
Okay.
and 16 days of the deprived sleep and anxiety, tension. So that was like a different phase in it. And making our way through that, we got through that, and then
Okay.
comes the result time. So during the results are in September. Before that, we were planning to go to Velankani.
Okay.
So, I was telling Mummy, don't book the tickets because the results will be out and then we'll have to rush back. So, we don't know. Unlike 10th and 12th result, the medical fraternity results are not very predictive. You don't know when exactly it will come, like what day and what time. Like a 10th and 12th exams कसे असतात, ती लोक पहिला सांगून ठेवितात या तारखेला या टायमाला 1:30 वाजता रिपोर्ट लागेल.
That will be declared, yeah.
तो तैसा नसते ते in the month of September we just know that it is during the month of September, first week somewhere the results might come out. So the entire in the medical thing, someday it is BHMS, someday it is BDS, someday it is MBBS first year, someday it's pharmacy, someday it's nursing. So we just come to know that result लागलाय, पण कोणाचा लागलाय तो माहित नाही. Yeah.
Okay.
So we have to constantly keep checking the site. So I told Mummy that माहिती नाही, it is very unpredictable when the results might come out. So I told we won't book. Mummy बोलते it's okay, we'll go. माऊली है ना, माऊलीच्या मेरे जाता हो ना, सगळं नीट होईल.
Okay.
So with that trust, we
So you
booked the
expected to.
ticket.
So what was your expectation? Was it topping?
No, I didn't really thought that I will be topping Maharashtra and all, but I had put in a lot of effort. So I at least knew that somewhere in the college toppers, at least I would be there.
Okay.
Yeah. So being a state topper and all was like very overwhelming for me. And we booked our tickets and all. We went to Velankani, and we were like constantly checking the site and all. And one day before going to the Palki, I get a call saying that our results are out. And the first list, only you come to know whether you have passed or you have failed.
Yeah.
You don't come to know what are your marks and what exactly you have scored. So I just seen pass. I didn't check my result. I said Palki pani attend karun, माऊलीची मेरे pani जाऊन मगशी आपण result grew. And we went. I kept my phone inside only, and we came back from Palki and all. And I had a million texts and a million calls
Okay.
from my batchmates and seniors. So my senior called and she's telling, you have scored very well, like it's very good marks. I said, I haven't even seen my mark sheet and the site is not opening over here. So she said, don't worry, I'll send the result to you. So that is when I came to know that out of 8 subjects, I had distinction in 4 subjects. So distinction is like out of 200, it is 150 up score.
Okay.
And in pediatric and preventive dentistry, I had 170 out of 200. So I knew that 170 is like a very good score. So after looking at the mark sheet, I understood that okay, somewhere in the state ranking, at least 5th, 6th, kaitari high. Even Daddy was telling me, check the total scores of the previous years, and also Daddy said maybe there's a chance.
Okay.
So at that time, I only knew that I topped the college, and that's it. Then our internship and all started. 2 months after that, I get a call from IDA, the
Okay.
Indian Dental Association. The president calls me, and he says that you have been they are inviting me to receive this award. What award? For Maharashtra State Topping. And then I get to see the list of the Maharashtra toppers, and in pediatric dentistry there's my name. And that moment was so good. Like I came home and I waited for everybody to come. Mummy was there at home, but I didn't tell Mummy what news I got. I waited for Daddy to come home. Daddy came back from work. I made everybody sit at home, and then I told the news. I told them.
You broke the news
yeah,
to them.
and they were so happy. My parents were in tears. My daddy picked me up and I said, "Goal, goal, Firtan."
Okay.
And
So it's very important to tell everyone that Mauli hai, but there's a lot of hard work that has
Yes,
gone
yes,
into them.
sure.
Okay, Upar wala is there. Okay, so
Yeah,
high,
yeah.
but our efforts are also a must, and she has put in all those efforts to top there. And
we should do our best, and God will take care of the rest.
Absolutely.
Yes. And seeing those tears in Mummy and Daddy's eyes, that is like the most memorable day until
Very
today.
sweet.
Like that's the most cherished moment of mine.
you need to tell us what are your future plans, what are you currently doing, and where do you see yourself in the future?
So currently, I'm working in St. George Hospital, and in the previous interviews of Mobai Che Hire, Agnello uncle said that learn, earn, and return. So that very much, I very much like that line. That it is very true that you should do something for yourself,
Absolutely, he's a great
cherish
gentleman,
it,
yeah.
and then give it to others. Reach out to people with whatever you have.
Absolutely.
So I am doing a lot of social service right now. Like I am associated with NGOs, and also we have dental camps, and we go to remote areas and rural areas, and we do screening dental camps, especially into those areas where people are not very much aware of the oral hygiene.
Okay.
To maintain oral hygiene, and even if like we educate them to maintain oral hygiene and all, and whatever their problems are, we see to it, we treat them, and we take care of their needs. So I would like to continue this
Okay.
as reaching out to people, and also I would want to do a little more studies ahead and have my own dental clinic, so I can have my practice over there.
Okay. So what's your opinion about our East Indian youth and our children and the new generation? They call them what? Millennials.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your opinion about them? Especially our East Indians.
Yes, yes. Among our East Indian youth, there is of course a big change. Like unlike before, now our East Indian youth are picking up careers that are so dynamic, and we have our East Indian kids, our East Indian youth into beautiful professions. They are very well balancing their careers, and we have East Indian, so many engineers are there, there are doctors, there are people in the IT field, and we have East Indians who are reaching out to people. So the trend has changed. It is not like before how our East Indians were खाऊन पिऊन मजा करा. So आता पण मजा करतात पण balance करून करतात, and that is very much important. It is not that we only have to be focused on our career and forget to live our life. Yeah,
you need to have fun.
It has to be balanced, and that they are learning. We all are learning. Like I am learning, and we are learning to balance. So our East Indian youth is the trend has changed, and it is going very well right now. And
Okay.
with time, it might go better and better. We are only bettering as East Indians.
Okay.
And like people who have done so much for आर ईस्ट इंडियन म्हणजे ईस्ट इंडियन समाजासाठी तांजून काय केलं त्यांचे स्वतःच्या लाईफमध्ये तांजून काहीतरी मोठं केलं म्हणजे आपले समाजाने एक छाप सोडलेला आहे तांजून त्यांचा लाईक मोजेस अंकल अँड Albert uncle and Agnello uncle and so many other East Indians who are working for the community, who have done something big in their life. We are taking inspiration from them, and thanks to these talk shows and MGP that we are getting to know their story.
Things have things have changed with this online
Yes,
boom that
very
happened?
much. I'll
Yeah.
tell you. Before we just knew that Moses uncle has a school and he's a very big person, but we didn't know what hard works he has gone
Absolutely.
to and what was his
Great
story.
story.
And that is so inspiring because of this Mumbai Che Hire talk shows, and it is very much inspiring. We come to know their stories. They are also East Indians. They are also coming from the same place that we are. They are also embraced by the culture that we are. And if they can walk through those hardships and make something so big, it is very inspiring. And even we can do
still
that.
are much better, you think?
Yes,
We don't
and-
have to go through those hard
the
days.
thing
Our
is,
parents have already done.
they have gone through a lot of hardships, and we are blessed with so much privileges.
Yeah.
And even with being blessed with so much privileges, and we have so many things in hand. We have the internet at our hand. That time, internet was not that.
Absolutely,
We have
yeah.
so much access to the world. We should make use of it and go ahead, reach out to people, do something for the people and ourselves.
So, Senorita, how important it is to be rooted to your community? There is a lot of distraction right now. We are all aping the West. We are, all,
Yes,
everything is being, with that yo culture and all the possible things that are
Yeah,
happening.
right.
Okay, the music has changed, everything. But how important do you think is to be, still knowing your mother tongue? We are glad that your parents and you all converse in Marathi, East
Yes,
Indian Marathi.
absolutely.
That's very important. You all know how to. Almost know how to dress the lugra. Your mother is almost like a professional. You told me. तिला
Yeah,
lugra
she is.
नेसायला येतं आणि ती बाकी
नेसवितं
सगळ्यांना
पण.
नेशितं. And so, how important it is to be rooted to your community and yours, besides doing everything?
Yeah, right. It is very much important. असं बोलताना पाखरं कवरं पण आभाला नोलली तरी ते घरट्यानंच येतात आणि झाड कसणं पण मोठं जायली तरी त्या त्यांच्या मुलाशी जुळलेली असतात.
Absolutely.
तसंच आपलं ईस्ट इंडियनचं पण आहे आणि निसर्गाचं रूलच आहे दॅट वी नो मॅटर हाऊ बिग वी बिकम आपण कवरी पण मोठी शिकलो भारतान रेलो परदेशान गेलो वी have to be rooted with our culture.
Okay.
We need to be very much connected. I was just randomly reading and then I just came across this article. So in that this author, she was telling that just imagine one day you wake up and you don't know your native language, you don't know your culture, you don't know what is your native food, and you are just blank. You just wake up and you don't know where you are from. That mere thought is so scary that
Okay.
you don't know where you are coming from.
Absolutely.
I just don't know where I am from. So it is very important that we know we are East Indians. We need to embrace our culture and walk with it. की आपलं ईस्ट इंडियन परंपरा, आपली संस्कृती, आपलं जे कल्चर आहे, इट इज सो रिच अँड टेक इट आर ईस्ट इंडियन गाणी, आपलं वराडाची उमराचं पाणी न पासपतनी.
Oh.
The reception is not that most awaited like we enjoy umrata
Yeah.
pani and paspatni. And these traditions that we have, and also the East Indian food that is so authentic, that it is so nice that on YouTube channels and all people are putting up these recipes of bottle masala
Yeah.
and duck moil and fugas and it is so nice that not
Yeah.
only people in India or Maharashtra and in Mumbai will be making these recipes, but also out in the globe, people, all the East Indians who have migrated outside, and these dishes will stay alive. Otherwise, down the lane, no one will remember moil kai hai, na aksal kai hai, na indial kai hai.
Yeah.
So this has to be
Luckily,
alive.
a lot of people are making an effort. A lot of people are making it to keep
Yeah.
the community.
We have
and
restaurants, East Indian specific restaurants who are giving East Indian food. So
Yeah.
people are coming up with new things, and it is good. And also our it is very much necessary to speak East Indian language at home. There are so many people. We have MGP who is working so much for the community, for the preservation of land. They are giving career opportunity sessions, and they have been working since so many years. वी हॅव ऑल अदर गावगावची जी ईस्ट इंडियन असोसिएशन्स आहेत जी समाजासाठी काम करतात, OBCचं बोला का एंटरटेनमेंट प्रोग्राम्स का फूड फेस्टिवल्स बोला का त्या मनाने ॲटलिस्ट लोक ईस्ट इंडियन लोक संगाती येतील, कल्चरल आपलं एम्ब्रेस करतील, लुगरं नेसतील, अँड वी चेरिश दॅट. वी शुडंट लूज आर एसेन्स ऑफ बीइंग अन ईस्ट इंडियन.
Who would have thought that we would making a shirt out of the lugra?
Exactly.
Who would have thought we would making kurtas? Okay.
Kurtas and East Indian saris, and we speak East Indian at home. I know to make East Indian food. My mummy is a very good cook, and she very well made it a point to teach me also. So I know how to make East Indian roti and green chicken and chicken ची खुड्डी and सगळं मला येतं आहे. तर घरा कवा मम्मी रोट्या बनी तर कवा मी रोट्या बनी तू. So we know these East Indian foods and all that. So if we cannot make an effort, then it is no point. We as East Indians need to take a little bit of effort to keep this culture alive. And these people who are working for the community, we should also try and make an effort to get associated with these associations so that we can do something on a large scale. And जर नाही तेवढं झालं तर at least we can do small things at home.
I
like
believe
at least
there are a lot of
speaking in
elders,
East
like who are actually doing a lot of things.
Yes, yeah.
You had named a few, and
yeah, there are so many East Indian people who have done great things, who have come from म्हणजे आपली East Indian असून ती लोक अवरी मोठी गेल्यान. they have raised the bar up. And like I mentioned, Moses uncle, Albert uncle, who have their own schools. We also have Anthony uncle, who has his own school and college in Sakinaka.
Okay.
Sylvester uncle is having a school in Thane. So not only in the field of education, but also in the field of law and in so many other fields who our East Indians are achieving, and they are not only keeping that to themselves, but also giving it for the community. So it is, आणि जर आपण ईस्ट इंडियन मनी वार्ता नाही केले, जर घरान ईस्ट इंडियन मनी वार्ता केले तर कसं 2-3 वर्षांची जी पोरं आणि ती लोक ऐकतील, मग ती लोक they pick it up and then they will start talking in East Indian. Then they will cherish it, keep it to themselves. They will be passing it to their next generation. So if this does not keep passing to generation, down the line nobody will remember what East Indian is. They will be just speaking in English and nobody will remember what is Indian, Muel, Sarpatel. And it will all disappear. Okay. So we need to keep it alive.
Absolutely. So, Senorita, do you plan to do something for our East Indian community? You are so much of an East Indian, and
yes,
we are so glad
much.
about it. And thanks to Rock and Shalang.
Yes, and my grandparents.
And the grandparents and everything. Okay. So, what is your plan to do something for the East Indians?
Okay, so I as a dentist would surely like to reach out for my community. We can have dental camps. Like kaisa aste, we do not know much about teeth or oral hygiene. Or लोक कवा येतात डेंटिस्टचे मेरे when their tooth is aching or where it is at a terrible
something
state.
wrong.
Yeah, they do not know how to prevent it. So we need to educate our people also how to prevent oral toothaches or oral caries or any of the because I'm very much into the mouth part, I can speak a lot about it. Yeah, so we can have these awareness programs, and we have this like dental money kaisa now, there is this fluoride application. So here's a gel porana lavila, so the chances of having tooth decay reduces.
Okay.
So we don't know that. Like before being a dentist, I didn't know that जर your gel लावलं तर कवा दात किरणारच नाही. If I would know, I would do that. I would do it to all my friends and also that no one would have tooth decay. So we can have these programs arranged. We can reach out to the kids, have these fluoride application programs or any screening programs or awareness programs for the East Indian community. And not only for the community, also people outside the community I would like to reach to. And there are people who cannot afford dental treatment. Dental treatment now is very expensive. Like this is the general thought.
Correct.
Yeah. So whenever
people get scared to go to a dentist. Dentist se naavashi ghabartan.
Yeah, that is a different part in me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I'll give you an example. So there is this person who comes to me with toothache. Now I know that I can save this tooth. So I will explain all the treatment modalities that I can do to save a tooth. But because of the cost that is coming, that person cannot afford. So he will go and opt an option that is very much less expensive. Like he will just extract the tooth. दात काढून टाका, नको ते वावर मागाचं.
Correct.
So that is the thought, that dental treatment is very expensive, we cannot afford it. So I want to come up with things by which we can make dental treatment available to people who cannot afford it.
Correct.
Yes, so we can do this for our community, for the
So
people
we'll
outside
keep that in
the
mind, and
community.
we will also try and do something where we can rope in you and any more people who are in the dental.
Yeah, sure, we can do that. Like, this is just
dentists.
a small thought. We
Yes.
need to do a lot of thinking on this. We need more people to work on this. It will eventually happen. Like, just a thought.
Great.
We could
So
do something like that.
We will make sure that we get you on for some of our future programs.
Yeah, sure.
Wherein you can talk about oral hygiene and to everyone
Yes,
via
absolutely. I would
via
love to
some
do
of
that.
our programs, or maybe we can have, once the pandemic is over, we can have something on ground
Yeah.
in Gauthans, or maybe. So, Senorita, thank you very much. It has been a pleasure to have you on our show, and really inspiring. I'm sure that some of them who are watching us, who will be watching you, will be inspired and
Thank you.
making
I
sure that
hope.
So again, a big congratulations to her, because she's a topper in her pediatric dentistry and in the whole of Maharashtra.
Right.
Okay, so that's a great achievement, and we look forward to your presence in some of our programs.
Sure,
Yeah?
absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Hi, I'm Judan Rocky D'Souza, younger brother of Senobai. I call her Senobai because her pet name is Seno, and out of respect I call her Bai. Being 7 years younger to her, right from the childhood she took lot of care of me, not only as an elder sister but also as a second mother. Right from changing my diapers to feeding me and also spending lot of time playing with me. When we were small, we did have sibling fights. I think that is very much necessary among all siblings, as it adds so much of extra love and masala and memories to laugh upon. I would very much want to specify that she went to dentistry was because of me, as I was the reason she fell down and she chipped off a tooth.
Hi everyone, myself Diksha Mirasgave. I'm going to tell you something about my colleague and a very dearest and sweetest person, Senorita D'Souza. I met Seno for the very first time on the very first day of our college. Luckily, we happened to be roommates while pursuing our degree in Bachelor's in Dental Surgery. I've known Seno for 5 years now, and I know how hardworking, dedicated, most kind-hearted, beautiful soul she is. I have huge amount of respect for her. She is so consistent about her work. It's not easy to secure a state rank in a subject. I have seen her giving her best in it, overcoming all her obstacles, holding a twinkling spark in her eyes, and always having a broad and beautiful smile on her face. And that smile just enhances her beauty more. She is an ideal person. I like to become like her. She is an inspiration to many girls out there, including me. Seno, your work have paid off. You have reached so far, and you have reached such a platform, sitting in front of the big personalities, giving your first ever interview. I'm so happy and proud for you. All the best and shine like never. You deserve the achievement, and with such endeavor, you're going to shine like never. Keep doing the awesome work, Seno, and many more congratulations to your exceptional event. Thank you for coming in my life. I'm fortunate to have you. Just be the person you are. Keep smiling, keep shining. All the best.
Hello everyone, myself Vincent D'Souza, uncle of Senorita D'Souza. I'd like to share some experience about Senorita's life. I have seen her from her childhood. She is a very loving, caring and a talented girl. And of course, an obedient and respectful girl. Ever since her childhood, she had been making us proud She has bagged many prizes in her academic career as well in her extracurricular activities. Let me tell you about Senorita. She has a very high sense of humor. She loves to laugh out loud, enjoy each and every moment of her life. She loves to spend time with her family members. I tell you, she is like a ray of sun that refreshes everyone whoever interacts with her. The way she smiles, the way she talks is really mesmerizing. I'd like to share one special thing about Senorita. The way she treasures her loved ones is incredible. Whether it is a small kid, a young person or elderly person, or even a friend, she maintains the relation with true bond of love. She has gone through many hardships in her life. As well, she has done many sacrifices, and accordingly she had molded herself. She has got a very strong determination. She is a very dedicated person. Whatever task she undertakes, she does it wholeheartedly. How a dedicated person can sit idle? Yes, she joined an NGO group in this lockdown time, and she gave online coaching for the underprivileged students. Yes, from this you can make out her kindness. In spite of her holding such a high professional degree, she is very much down to the earth. आपल्या ईस्ट इंडियन मध्ये असं बोलतात, जैसे झाड तैसे त्याचं फल. Yes, it's all inherited by her parents. Senorita is a true gem of our family. That is the reason ती आमच्या सगळ्यांची लाडकी आहे. I would like to sum up with a great quote for her. Simple living and high thinking. Yes, this quote really means, because the way of life she lives really matches to this quote. I wish all the success from the bottom of my heart. God bless you, Senorita. Thank you.